Hello, welcome to Manna. I'm Lori Johnson. I've had a lot of thoughts this week as I've studied Doctrine and Covenants sections 23 through 26, and I thought I'd share a couple of them with you today for my thought. Section 23 is described in the heading as a series of 5 revelations given through Joseph Smith the prophet to Oliver Cowdery, Hiram Smith, Samuel H. Smith, Joseph Smith Sr., and Joseph Knight Sr. As the result of earnest desire on the part of the 5 persons named to know their respective duties, the prophet inquired of the Lord and received a revelation for each person. And as I studied the verses in that section, I kept comparing the words and the things that were said to a patriarchal blessing. The words just sounded that way to me, at least. It was guidance for the men in those verses, guidance for their lives, and that's how I feel about my own patriarchal blessing, at least. Okay, that was thought number 1. Thought number 2. This time in Doctrine and Covenants, section 24, verse 9. And this was revealed to Joseph Smith and a message to him. And in temporal labors thou shalt not have strength, for this is not thy calling. Attend to thy calling, and thou shalt have wherewith to magnify thine office, and to expound all scriptures. And then a very similar thought can be found for Emma Smith in section 25, this time in verse 10. And verily I say unto thee, that thou shalt lay aside the things of this world, and seek for the things of a better. Okay, now all these thoughts combined in my mind to kind of remind me and emphasize some recent events in my own life, and also give me some perspective as well. For example, my boss recently retired, and he encouraged all of us who worked for him to apply for his job. And I did think about that, but only briefly. I'm really enjoying working only 3 days a week. It's given me more time with my husband. When the temples were open, I was able to work in the temple during a weekday. And also it's given me more time to concentrate on my calling, which right now is to teach a Sunday school class. So I've had more time to prepare and to be ready for those lessons that I'm giving. And as I've tried to then also expand that and think about not only a direction for that particular situation, but the direction for my life. And that has certainly come from my patriarchal blessing. Without getting into any of the details of what exactly it says, I can say that in general, it mentions that happiness and joy for me will come from service to my Heavenly Father. It also promises that my temporal needs will be taken care of and will be met if I faithfully pay my tithes and offerings. Now I realize that that's just what I'm supposed to do for my life. There have been many people who have been led to be a leader in their work situation and in their occupation, and to advance and to do so much more. And I've certainly been inspired to be a good employee. But in general, I have found more joy and happiness in serving God. And my message for you today, my friends, is to study your own patriarchal blessing. See what direction it leads you in your life and use it as a guide. That's my manna for today. Thank you for watching. Bye.